Greetings everyone. Let's start with today's topic, microeconomics. The content we are going to cover are classification of cost. Classification of cost. Modern theory has two costs, which is short-run cost and long-run cost, which are further divided into average cost, average fixed cost, average variable cost, and marginal cost for short-run cost, and long-run average cost and long-run marginal cost for long-run cost. Short-run cost. The short-run cost is the cost which has short-term implications in the production process. That is, these are used over a short range of output. These are the costs incurred once and cannot be used again and again, such as payment of wages, cost of raw material, etc. In a short run, at least one factor of production is fixed, while the other remains variable. Therefore, in the short run, the level of output can be increased only by increasing the variable factor, such as labor, raw material, while other factors such as capital plant size remain unchanged. Average cost. The average cost is calculated by dividing total cost by the number of units a firm has produced. The short-run average cost (SRAC) of a firm refers to per unit cost of output at different levels of production. To calculate SRAC, short-run total cost is divided by the output. The SRAC curve represents the average cost in the short run for producing a given quantity of output. The downward slope of the SRAC curve indicates that as the output increases, average cost decreases. However, the SRAC curve begins to slope upwards, indicating that at output level above Q1, average cost starts to increase. The SRAC of a firm is U-shaped. It declines in the beginning and reaches to a maximum and starts to rise. Marginal cost. Marginal cost (MC) can be defined as the change in the total cost of a firm divided by the change in the total output. Short-run marginal cost refers to the change in short-run total cost due to change in the firm's output. Short-run marginal cost on a graph is the slope of the short-run total cost and depicts the rate of change in total cost as output changes. The marginal cost of a firm is used to determine whether additional unit needs to be produced or not. If a firm could sell the additional unit at a price greater than the cost incurred to produce the additional unit, that is marginal cost, the firm may decide to produce the additional unit. The short-run marginal cost (SRMC), short-run average cost (SRAC), and average variable cost (AVC) are U-shaped due to increasing returns in the beginning followed by diminishing returns. SRMC curve instead SRAC curve and the AVC curve at the lowest points. Long-run costs. Long-run cost refers to the time period in which all factors of production are variable. Long-run costs are incurred by a firm when production levels change over time. In the long run, the factors of production may be utilized in changing proportions to produce a higher level of output. In such a case, the firm may not only hire more workers but also expand its plant size or set up a new plant to produce the desired output. Long-run average cost. Long-run average cost (LRAC) refers to per unit cost incurred by a firm in the production of a desired level of output when all the inputs are variable. Each SRAC curve represents the firm's short-run cost of production when different amounts of capital are used. The shape of the LRAC curve is similar to the SRAC curve, although the U-shape of LRAC is not due to increasing and later diminishing marginal. Long-run marginal cost. Long-run marginal cost (LRMC) refers to the incremental cost incurred by an organization for producing a given output level when none of the input is constant. The LRMC is the slope of the long-run marginal cost curve. The shape of the LRMC curve is similar to the SRMC curve, although the U-shaped of the LRMC is not due to increasing and later diminishing marginal.